Oh, I'm glad I got my winter clothes.
3,500 pound heater here.
So hey, you raced last night, came in fourth. That's pretty awesome. Your car looked great too.
Yeah, it was a good maiden voice for us. That was my first time working with Stuart Cooper. Great Turn Motorsports, dollars in externally. So kind of a top 5 effort from 4 people there, but we were at best a third place car. It seemed like I think we had a race car we could have ran with for a couple laps, but in the long run we were on a third or fourth place car.
Now, does that always help you when you are running the night before?
But it helps because it's 99% of the time it's the same tires, so you get an idea when the tires fall off. Even though it's less horsepower with the nationwide car, you get an idea what the tires' capabilities are. So we'll be using a lot more today, which just kind of gives you an understanding of what to expect. And maybe one second ahead of guys that did and chance to race yesterday when it comes to 2 tires versus 4 tires, staying out versus some of those things. You're still coming on.
And that was not there yesterday. Brian, I called home this morning.
I gave somebody $5 for next summer.
You know, that was going to be one of my questions. Has it ever snowed at one of the racetracks that you've been at?
Yeah, Bristol.
It did?
Yeah.
Really?
Bristol a couple years ago.
So, okay, I heard it. I thought it was
snowed in Vegas a couple years ago. Like that, I think it was that Thursday night or Friday night. I was over at the sprint car track and it was snowing while they were running. It was cold.
That's crazy. Is it better for you inside the cars when it's cold like this?
It's nicer, yeah. I mean, I was looking out of the car even yesterday, and it wasn't really hot yesterday in the corner, so out of the car sweating yesterday. So if the car sticks today, I may not sweat, but if it doesn't stick, I'll be sweating.
Right, I know I asked you this question in Daytona. This is a good group in front of us. You have a brand new fan, your baby girl. Yeah. How's that going?
It's good. She had a couple times last night, which was okay. Chris is not driving very night, so I got pretty good sleep. But yeah, it's I'll say it's very rewarding, but it is a lot of work. And it is more work than I thought it was going to be, but it's all cool. She's been a really good little girl.
One of your fans right over here, he says, does Ryan ever have night duty?
Night duty, occasionally. My duties are typically like 6 p.m. to midnight. And then Chrissy takes care of night duty. And I'll usually get her sometimes first thing in the morning when Chrissy's still sleeping a little bit. So all depends. Every day is a little different for the baby.
Well, then one of the fans wants to know if you take your duty.
Duties? Yes, I do. It's a multiple duty too, because you can't just throw it away. You gotta throw the throwaway away. You can't just throw it in the trash can and think everything's fine. No, you gotta take the trash can out pretty quick.
How's the car look for today?
Tornado's trying to last pretty good. We didn't qualify as good as we wanted to my second ride, but he didn't get 3 or 4 quite right. And I think we were about 4th or 5th quick on the first lap, and then a 14th quick on our second lap, and we all worked out. We've got a really good car. It's going to be a pretty decent long run car. We'll see. It's been a little bit different today because the track conditions are cooler. Don't know if there's going to be a balance shift, but the tires are going to go a lot better today than they have.
I gotta ask you, do you prepare yourself differently from like Daytona than here in Phoenix?
Absolutely.
And how's that?
I don't know. I didn't expect a follow-up question. Mentally it's a lot different. Physically I'm still doing the same job in the race car. The race in Daytona, I pulled in this my pit stop first stop, and 15 laps later I was running 10. You're not going to do that here. So you have to be a little bit more on top of your game and say here, there it was a little more forgiving because of the way the draft works. So just little things like that can make a big difference. But no, overall, the way I prepare myself is the same. It's just in the race car it's a little different. It's actually quite a bit different.
I'm just wondering, you have a lot of fans out there that are young, and how would you, if they wanted to be a race car driver, how would you tell them to prepare themselves for what you have and the journey that you have to take?
Just first of all, stay in school and set your goals for what you want to do. There's nothing that's unachievable. But with that education, you'll have the opportunity to fall back on something that other people sometimes don't have. If you don't make it as a driver, as I always wanted to be a driver, if I didn't make it as a driver, I wanted to be involved in motorsports. So having that education and that degree to fall back on is something surround yourself with good people, and I was blessed to grow up with a great family around me along my racing career. Just have good friends, stay in school, and set your goals high because you can achieve them.
And you did go to school, and you actually graduated college with a degree in engineering.
What do you say, actually?
You could have ended up with MC. I don't know, you know. So, you tell me wrong.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I didn't go to any parties, so college was relatively easy. Most people.
I hope my daughter was on that road too. No, but does that help you as a driver to be able to communicate with your team when you do have a degree in engineering?
The biggest thing is not having a language barrier. My engineer's got an engineering degree, and that goes way deeper than it ever did because before it was aero engineering, not just aero guys, now he's an aero engineer. These guys have a bigger, deeper background than they used to. So me having an understanding of the engineering and the language to communicate with them, I think helps a lot. I don't say it necessarily makes me faster in a race car, but it makes me faster to come back and tell them what I'm feeling so that they can make a quicker step to what they need to work on.
That's awesome. You know, again, I've been to your website many times and I've looked up your foundation. Tell us a little bit more about your Ryan Newman Foundation.
We started it, I think it was 2005, it's like 6 years ago now. It used to be easy to remember, now it's hard to remember. But our main focus is animal welfare. And what our purpose is to just basically keep animals alive. And to also control the overpopulation is conflict of interest of source. But through spaying and neutering, we're trying to eliminate euthanization. So people can adopt animals, instead of go out and spend $1,000 or $2,000 on what they think is a perfect dog. It's actually bred to be somebody's income. So this doing what we can to help with the animals from a welfare standpoint. People don't realize that you can do a lot by doing a little. That's just taking time to go to a shelter and walk animals. Giving them the opportunity to stay alive, and then they can be adopted. And once they're adopted, you save that money, and somebody that would be breeding it otherwise, doesn't have the opportunity to make money off of you. So just a balance there, and raising awareness as well as raising money.
That's awesome. Let's give a big round of applause. One race into this year, and you and Tony sat down, and have your goals changed since Daytona? Yeah. Okay, and your goals are for the year? I'll put another one. And your goals are for the year?
You're good with the follow-ups. We said we wanted to be, actually, like Chris said he wanted to be a top 20 car, and someone to finish 22nd. But the way it worked out, we were 19 for points. So we're top 20. And in saying that, it sounds like the goals are very high, but they're twice as good as they were last year because our goal was to win this race, obviously. But we're 20 spots better than what we were last year in points. And ultimately, our goals are to win the championship, to win a lot of races. And for me personally, get the U.S. Army victory lane. That's a big part of our goal this year. We believe in all the things that they do and support the freedom that they've given us. So that's a big part of it. But we just go out and have fun. And if we go out and have fun, we're going to be winning races when they're in the top 5. So fun answer for everything.
That's awesome. I love it. And speaking of fun, is it fun working for Tony?
Yeah.
Or with Tony, I should say?
He's really been a great car owner. Honestly, randomly do I see him with his car owner's hat on because he's been more of a friend, he's been more of a teammate, and we're all working for a common goal. So that's our biggest part of our relationship that I enjoy. We have a lot of things in common away from the racetrack, but obviously what we do at the racetrack keeps our relationship strong.
And speaking outside the racetrack, what do you like to do when you're not in the race car?
I enjoy the outdoors, anything outdoors. Hunting, fishing, walking through the woods. This past week I was restoring an old barn, a farm that we bought, moving dirt, splitting wood, anything outdoors.
You actually get dirty with those hands. Oh, you really do.
I actually drilled a hole in my thumb. It's just now coming back around where I can move it and feel it.
So have you always been an NASCAR fan?
I didn't drill it with a drill bit too. I drilled it with a Phillips head pickup. That first works. I drilled it bigger before. That first works.
Was better than that.
The screw is screwed in my thumb, and the only way to get it back out was to reverse it.
check. Yeah, I'm just curious, have you always been a fan of NASCAR?
Oh yeah. When I was probably 4 or 5 years old, my dad and I always used to play on the slot car track. And the most fun we had racing on the slot car track was racing stock cars. We could run door handle to door handle, we called it, and which is what it was back in the day. You know, you could rub up against somebody and not chunk them off the racetrack. So that to me just kind of, and obviously I like watching the races on TV. Dale Earnhardt, Richard Petty, all those guys were my fans. I was actually a member of the Richard Petty fan club back in the day, so I've always been a NASCAR fan.
Your favorite race movie?
Favorite race movie?
Let me
educate you here. If you get a chance, I don't know if you like it or not, watch Six Pack. Yeah, so you don't even know about Six Pack. Six Pack, Stroke Race, you watch those. Of course, you may not be old enough to watch some parts of Stroke Race. But I like the old stuff.
You know,
Days of Thunder is actually pretty good.
That is good.
Yeah.
How real are any of those movies to the real deal of you? Because you live it every day. Are any of those
to that? Yeah, I mean, some parts are pretty real, but some parts are made for television. I'm not going to go into that.
All you
I just want you to follow up.
He just like every minute says, Johnny, don't follow up with this one. I'm just curious. Again, I asked you this one, but you and your wife have a record company that a lot of people don't know that you sign young men and women and help them.
It's called Route 49 Records, Route 49 Music, and we're partners with actually one of Chrissy's friends, and Bridget Tatum is one of our talents, both as a writer and a singer and songwriter. So it's something that's more Chrissy's passion, and I'm not saying it's not my passion, it's more her passion than it is mine, and that's something that she enjoys doing and working with. And like I said, I enjoy the outdoors. But it's cool. It's a great opportunity, and we're just going with it.
You were on the episode of American Pickers. We have any fans of American Pickers out there? And how did that all come about?
We, for those of you that don't know, with our animal rescue efforts, we have a book called Pit Road Pets. And the lady that did the photography for the book, her name is Rogers. And actually, going back to the six-pack thing, she was related to Kenny Rogers at one point. But her name is Rogers, and she is good friends with Mike Wolf from American Pickers. And she actually had given me a DVD of the show that I think it was called Antique Archaeology before they called it American Pickers. And before it ever went to air the first time. And I've always liked junk. One man's trash is another man's treasure. And I like old things because they're simple and I understand them, I guess. But in general, it's just an opportunity to be on the show, and I didn't expect it to be as big as it was or have as much. And I get people telling me more about being on American Pickers, and if I've hung the sign up yet, than I do about what race we're going to next or what's the last commercial I was in.
So have you hung it?
Oh yeah. I say something, but I did. My wife's got the she doesn't like I come to prove before I say anything sometimes. I just keep it straight.
So I'm just curious, at the end of the show, you actually, the guys came in, they were checking out your bar and what have you, and you actually gave one of your...
I gave him a uniform, also uniforms. So I paid $500 for a sign that I think only cost them $250, and I gave them like a $2,500 uniform and then come back, so...
Was that bigger than that?
Everybody asked me, hey, it was cool watching you run. I didn't think that was stupid.
Well, Ryan, they're saying that your time's up and you got to go somewhere else. Good luck today. And let's give them a big round of applause.